we signed a deal with Comedy Central to produce 4 1-hour specials. The first one's gonna be Paul Verzi's that comes out on November 2nd. And then we're gonna do one with Ian Edwards, Jessica Curson, and we're figuring out somebody else.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so these are all fucking people that Ted Alexander we're working with. All these people that comics know are great.
Yeah.
But they don't like right now. Sam has a great industry look. All he needs is just to have the hoodie. You have the alt look that was big. I don't think it's in anymore.
Shit,
It's not.
No.
No,
You got a dick, so that's like 9 strikes right there.
Right.
So what you need to do is tuck it behind yourself and say something about Hillary.
Right.
And then I think maybe they can get you a holding deal. So, it's a weird time. Jim, how are you handling this comedy climate? Are you sick of that fucking question yet?
We were literally talking about that with Mark before you came in.
Mark's in a panic.
Mark's having a tough time.
I'm nervous.
Don't be. Drive the bus right through it.
That's the plan. That's what I've
really
been doing, but it's, you never know.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, when you take due process and burden of proof and you throw that out the fucking window, right? And you give it to a bunch of fucking lunatics who think that they're so goddamn right. I mean, they're insane. They're fucking insane. There's so many people on Twitter that I follow, like, ironically. And when there's like a big story, I just want to hear what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah. How do you spin this?
My favorite one on the Kavanaugh one was somebody tweeted, "I lost male friends this week." And then people were like consoling this person, like something happened to her. It's just like this isn't about you.
Exactly.
This is this poor woman's story.
Right.
And you're hijacking it, and people are consoling you because you're watching something. You're at home. You gave yourself fucking jury duty, and you're going to sit here and watch this thing that you don't have a fucking vote on and get yourself all worked up. It's some of the best entertainment.
They love it. They love
Twitter.
getting angry. And you know what I never got is the Norm hate, and they go, "Well, he was never funny." Like, what are you kidding?
No,
I never liked Norm. Like, what? He's maybe one of the best of all time.
Norm had to go to an apology tour for having an opinion.
Yeah.
Yes.
He didn't do anything. He just didn't have the opinion that they wanted. And he had to basically, he has to apologize to 15% of the fucking population.
And the Tonight Show canceled him, and they said, out of respect for our viewers, like, what?
I know. People were crying in the
insane.
office.
Who was
shit. Like,
crying
what?
at the Tonight Show?
It makes no sense. And it's all because he did it in the first interview. Obviously, he was on a press tour.
Stop pointing. That's triggering me.
I'm sorry.
Okay? I want an apology from you.
I didn't mean to be aggressive. I did some things that I...
For those of you who can't see this, Sam is pointing at his dick as he talks.
I didn't understand. I now understand that my behavior...
Right. I didn't look at it through the lens.
The current lens of this climate.
That's right.
Yeah, it's very tone deaf of you.
It is. It was.
And Bill, it's trigger.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to pronounce the R.
But yeah, because he did it on the beginning of a press tour, because obviously he had to keep going on the press tour. And so the rest of it, he wasn't even promoting the Netflix show anymore. He was just promoting the fact that he was apologizing for the first interview on the tour.
You know what saved Norm? The View. The View was nice to him. They all like him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were great
Joy
to him.
Behar's the best.
Joy was great to him. Whoopi, because Whoopi goes back and forth with comics, but I think she was great to him. They were all pretty nice to Norm, and I'm like, I think that just kind of stopped the bleeding.
But it was also great because he stopped doing interviews, and it just went away because people got distracted by the next thing to be outraged about.
Yeah, well, now everyone's off the hook with this fucking Saudi Arabia story. There's no one getting any shit now. Everyone's kind of focused
Wait, what
on
happened
that.
there?
The actual murder?
I didn't even miss this.
Guy,
it
journalist?
was an interrogation gone wrong, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all. It happens.
Yeah.
What do you
Did
want?
you
I was asking Jim who books this club, and I accidentally killed him.
And you cut my fingers off first. They cut his fingers off one by one.
What?
There's audio of them cutting this guy's fingers
They
off one
say
by
there's
one.
audio of it.
I believe it. I believe the
I don't
Turkish government
not believe it,
was
but-
monitoring the embassy. They're saying it's through his Apple Watch, but it's bullshit. But I'm like, that all the conspiracy stuff that we've talked about in the past.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man, this is a fucking juicy one.
Dude, how could you fucking do that to another human being? Listen to them scream in agony, and then you can continue.
There was a quote on the thing that we were saying that somebody said they heard the audio, and that the guy who was cutting off the fingers and stuff said something to the effect of, "I always wear my headphones when I do this," and like Patrick Bateman in American Psycho put his
Music
Walkman
on.
on or whatever and started playing music through his headphones so he didn't have to hear the screaming.
Human beings are, we deserve whatever the end of this is.
Yeah.
We're just awful.
So you're willing, even though you're not a human being that would cut fingers off, the fact that your species does that You'd be like, you know what?
That's a wrap.
We did it.
Yeah.
We did it to ourselves.
We
Like,
did it to our.
I
yeah.
didn't do it personally.
All right,
but
so
we
he didn't
as
do
a-
that. And like, now what am I going to do as a person to continue to make sure that that doesn't happen? Am I going to get involved,
You're not.
or am I going to go buy a New York Post and get a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich?
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
the second one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I vote for the
Yeah.
second one.
Yeah, it's the same thing we're all gonna do.
That's something I've been messing around with in my act when people they'll talk about white male privilege and all that type of stuff. It's like I can't wait for it to level out, and I want to see how you behave when you're up in the hill and you're in the hot tub. You're gonna get out of the hot tub. You're gonna start.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do a bump. Stay with that fucking model. You're gonna get out of the hot tub and walk down the hill. And go help somebody change a flat in their fucking tire. It's not human nature, and they're equating it to sex and race, and that what it really is just human beings are incredibly self-absorbed and selfish. So if you're in a position of privilege, everyone's going to behave
You're not
the
giving
same.
up.
You're
Do you
going to
check
behave.
your privilege? I do when I walk into a room and I announce that I'm checking my privilege.
You let everybody know?
I do, and they're like,
Good.
"That was wonderful of you to announce you're checking your privilege yet giving up
well,
none of
Jim,
your privileges."
what it is you're woke.
Thanks,
Is
Bill.
what it is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't even know what any of this means.
No,
all
neither.
I know is it means you can't break balls anymore because somebody's going to take it seriously,
Right.
and they're going to somehow, I don't know, all of a sudden you said something about baby seals, and you have to like apologize.
Well, because it triggered somebody. It wasn't that you said that.
But if you have
It
a
was
vagina, you can statutory rape somebody, and it goes away in like fucking 6 minutes.
Well, they had male privilege the whole time,
Oh, that's what it was.
so it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, it isn't. It doesn't count.
Right.
It
It's-
doesn't count.
Right. You saying the baby seal thing, that woman was.
Now I get it.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
She was raped by a baby
Okay,
seal,
now I get
and
it.
you should have known that before you said the
Okay.
baby seal. Yeah.
Because it's been a confusing time. And I want to make sure that I'm on the right side of woke.
Yeah. We have to be on the right side of history, Bill.
Yes, we do.
And I always worry. What if we're on the wrong side of history?
And the right side is the left.
I just love how it's become this speak.
Right.
Like all of this language did not fucking exist now. And I was like, this crazy fucking code. Like you're in a cult.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people, you're going to be found out if you're like, I don't know what the fuck that means. And everybody's just walking around. My favorite thing is how, like, I literally think it's like 80% of people, after shit goes down, everybody's just sort of quiet. And then you just sort of pair off with friends being like, dude, that was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, I mean, I know you're not so, geez, that was fucking, that murmuring.
Yeah.
But no one's saying it out loud. Everyone's just
Well,
murmuring
we
to a
should
couple
say
of people.
something. Dude, you can't. You say something.
Yeah.
How come people act like, when they reach a level of success that somebody like a Bill Burr has reached, that you can't have conversations like this anymore? Like, how have you survived
How have I, in this current climate?
in this current climate?
I wasn't sure if you were talking about the previous climate or a future climate.
No, the current climate as we head towards the future climate.
Towards the future climate.
Yeah.
Well, I've re-examined some things.
Good.
I don't even know. I'm just trying to navigate it is fun.
Right.
How about? Because I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm not saying anything like mean-spirited.
Right.
And when people like try to like they do all that gotcha shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just throw it back at them. They'll be like, so what do you'll be like promoting a fucking movie, and they'll be like, so what do you think about Louis coming back? And I go, I don't know. What do you think about it?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
terrifying.
it seems to be on your mind.
You kidding me?
Why did you put I'm trying to promote a movie. You're trying to fucking end my career here, you asshole. I got like 5 lines in the movie. You know what I mean? Can I keep my L-shaped couch, you cunt?
I love that too, because people will never acknowledge. I know what you're doing. You're only asking me about this because
Yeah, you don't care.
You want
you're
the clip.
Right.
You're hoping I'm going to say something stupid.
That's it.
So you can get a bunch of hit. And what does that say about the victims?
Right.
You're exploiting the victims, hoping I'm going to say something stupid. You know what? I'm offended. I'm offended by your question.
Oh, no.
And I feel like in this current climate,
we triggered Bill Burr. This is the to ask about Louis
Yes.
triggers Bill Burr because it's
I'm
terrible.
going to be the first white guy that gets triggered and actually get somebody fired.
And
Well,
speaking
When you
of-
asked me about my trust fund, I felt that was too personal.
But isn't that interesting? You identify as a white guy, huh? That's what you identify as?
Hey, I don't think there's really any choice. Once I shaved my head, I was a little curly. I could have maybe said I had some sort of flavor.
somebody mixed in.
Yeah.
Somebody in there. I don't know.
Although I don't know. You saying that you don't have any choice as to what you identify as, that's going to trigger people.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? People do have the choice.
You know what my favorite thing is gender neutral bathrooms. Like it's this groundbreaking concept. It's like
I love
everybody.
them too.
Dude, everybody in your apartment, you have a gender neutral bathroom. But because there's no silhouette and there's nothing written underneath it, it's like this big like.
Yeah, you know all the bathrooms in your house? Like those are all gender
What's the
neutral.
thing? If I'm going to take a shit that's going to end up in a river and choke out a fucking octopus or whatever, I need a silhouette drawn of what I identify as.
That's right.
In order for me to relieve myself.
That's right. Well, otherwise pedophiles are going to come in and molest people, you know?
I don't know where that came from.
Well, that's what they
His
say.
own personal life.
I'm sorry, but I didn't mean to.
Like I've had experiences, and I just feel like
I shouldn't have.
I
You know what?
just
In
feel
the
that was
current
really
climate, I
forward.
shouldn't have.
You know, I don't feel safe in here anymore.
This is a safe space.
I might have been exercising some privilege with that last statement, and as you know, as I learned from Bill, I've actually re-examined my question, and I
Check
take
yourself.
that back, and I'm actually going to
Okay.
do some public service.
All right, well, because
Around
I'm the
that.
one who was offended, there's no way I can ever forgive you,
Right.
and I don't feel like you should ever be able to come back here
Right.
and sit in that chair.
And even
again.
if you do forgive him, we won't.
yes,
Yes.
Right.
I
Well,
want
you
a
guys
public
were all
apology.
here. Yeah.
I don't like
I
that-
thought I did that.
I don't like that I didn't have the choice as to whether I was going to sit across from you or not. How you should
No,
have
you're
you should have
right.
told me where everyone was going to be seated
Before you got
before
here.
I came in here.
Yeah.
And then
no, you're
asked you how
right.
you felt about it. Not told you, asked.
Right.
Asked.
Right.
And there's not enough minorities in here.
Oh my God, you're right.
We're fucked.
I'm
we all
ashamed.
just got fired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of us are done, and it doesn't matter. You can as many public apologies as you want. Yeah, but it wasn't enough.
The stink of
Yeah.
privilege is oozing under the door.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. He didn't apologize enough. Oh,
Was it-
not enough. I see.